Hello, everyone. Welcome back in. For those of you returning, welcome in for the first time. For those of you who have never been here, today we are going to be finishing up Cartographer and then continuing Earthbound. Now, hopefully, let's see. It's 3. It's 3 p.m. where I'm at. I'm hoping that this will last until about 8 my time, if not 9. No promises. But I am hoping that we can at least get that much time in, because the streams the past few times have been pretty short. I do have some commission work to work on today. Alright, where did we leave off? Get reacquainted with everything. It's been a minute. Okay, so this PHF took his son and his son's friend, as far as I can tell. Or maybe it was his friend. Through an expedition in the jungle. And then he broke off from his son and friend because they had a fight. And he was like, I can do it on my own. I don't need no one. So we're trying to figure out what happened to these guys. Probably nothing good. Is there a zoom? Did I leave any tasks unfulfilled? I don't think so. I think we're just in the process of exploring and hoping we run into something at the moment. I don't need to save butt. We can get rid of butt. Yeah, so I guess we just we hang out. We scope around. Cook Serve Delicious is really good. I would stream that if it wasn't so loud to play. Maybe I'd do it anyway, but it'd also be a little bit awkward because it's like, you know, I'm pretty good at it by now, but I'm also only halfway through, I would say, all the missions in CSD2. Like, I could just restart and make it a stream game. But I also worry that the skill ceiling of that game is, like, too high. And I would be stuck on it forever. Because, like, there are definitely missions in that game where I look at the menu and I'm like, oh, fuck that. Maybe we're not getting anything out of candy. Maybe we should try, like, syrup or something. I might have to go through these just, like, one by one. So I think we established last stream that the map's actually not that big. Let's try coffee. I know some of these we switched to them and couldn't find anything. Which makes me think we just missed it. Are we winning? It's hard to tell. Welcome in, Sparky Synth. Oh. We've definitely found something. Deep sea searching? Actually, jungle. It seems to be loosely based on a real person's expedition where he got lost in a jungle and was never heard from again. But we're uncovering these kind of like diary entries of these 3 explorers. The head explorer has gone off on his own and left his son and son's friend, and abandoned everyone. And he's like, I could do it on my own. So we're figuring out what happened to those guys. I think we're about halfway through the game at the moment. But they're talking about, like they seem to be getting some kind of jungle madness where they're like, I swear I've been here before. I can feel the jungle in its, you know, barometer. There's something strange about this place. The landscapes around us look alive, animated by their own will. So yeah, this is PHF, RR, and JF. JF is the sun. This is the friend. Let's see. So this person's stuff gives us hints for these, which is like location and zoom, I believe. So yeah. Except the instruments are kind of finicky and not the easiest thing in the world to like figure out. All right. So oh, there it is. Pepper. I came across more incredible structures. I took a moment to build my own wonders. I've crossed my own shadow many times. Pepper. Oh, they mean like peppercorn. And now that we've unlocked a new palette with little else to go off of, we just have to snoop around. I don't remember if I said it, but hi Chapo and hi Multiburst. Hope everyone's having a good day. I stayed up way too late last night. So I woke up like not too long ago. But I'm ready for some jungle exploring. For a brief second, I thought that said bowl of mayo. I am so sorry. Can you describe your mappo? What's it all got in it? Or on it? That's a tofu, yeah? Yummy. Tofu and pork seasoned with tasty spiced sauce. Mm. I think I've only had, like, tofu snack. I've never had tofu prepared. I've had, like, those bagged tofu snacks, and that was way back in high school. Someone came in, and I don't even remember the context, but someone came in and let us all try one. I thought it was pretty alright. I liked it. Vaguely, I think I remember it being like a teriyaki thing. It's fun to fry up. I gotta fuck around with it more. That's another thing where it's like if I just bought straight up tofu, I wouldn't know what to do with it, and I'd be afraid of fucking it up. I'd have to, like, try it from, like, a chef or someone who cooks with it regularly. I get the sneaking suspicion that the game is probably very, very quiet. Like, it is a quiet game. But probably I could afford to turn the desktop audio up on this one. There you go. I don't know if Pepper's got a whole lot for me at the moment. Actually, is that what this thing here measures when it's, like, going crazy? See if avocado has anything, then it'll tell me. Coffee. Ah, yeah, there's something here. Okay. So that's what this little meter down here must be for. Is like, oh, there's something actually detectable that you can run into. And with that, I think we've learned pretty much what everything does and means. Only took an hour and 45 minutes. I feel like we did spend quite a bit of time looking around in coffee already, though. Maybe I'm like somehow speeding over it on accident by going too fast. Like maybe the ping doesn't hit it. I don't know. It seems to overlap itself often enough. Ah! I kinda wanna stick my hand in this cartographic goop. Nougat. Over the last few days, we've been walking at a good pace, only stopping on top of hills to mark down the reliefs. This is before the fallout. That's Nougat. And we've got probably a couple things to find here, it seems. Ah, stop. Where is it? It's so hard to tell with this. I can't see it. This color palette is not conducive to finding a little white pillar. There it is. Thermometer. I haven't drunk nor slept in weeks. How the hell am I not dead yet? Zoom out. Okay, so weird stuff's happening. jungle madness might be real. That might be just jungle correctness. Oh, it's been a minute since we've got one of these. Arlich. I've tried to end my life in many ways, but it seems like this world doesn't want me to leave. Am I trapped here forever? Alright, these are like really finicky. Come on. Come on. There we go. That gives us this hint. Ooh, this is cool. A castle. And this is this marks our progress, it seems. Like actual locations found. And that's how I know that I was like halfway-ish. And now I am halfway. Unless these inner circles have something for me. Okay, we still got more stuff to look forward to. Oh. Where is it? Very hard to see. There it is. Okay. When we woke up this morning, Father was missing. He can't have gone far. I've decided to go find him. Oops. I feel like that should count. There it is. To the next structure. Ooh. That's neat. Okay, so this color palette has no more secrets for us. So we can check candy. Nothing. Syrup. Coffee. I think we cleared. Pepper never had any. Right. Avocado. And mold. Okay, none of them have any. That could be a problem. Oh wait, no, there's more. There's more. Okay, lavender, vinegar, limes. There we go. Limes should have 2. It looks like. Beep. Is it? There you are. Okay, so that gave us a new color palette. I want to finish up limes first. So we'll look for the other secret that's in here first, before we switch to another palette. Maybe we clean up all the old palettes first, before we check out any new ones. Ooh. Be a little more structured than the first stream of this. Call. Father was hesitating, but Rayleigh and I just insisted and convinced him to let us accompany him on his journey. The dad didn't want to take them in the first place. I see, I see, I see. Come on. There it is. All right. So that's all the secrets and limes. Peony. We got 2 more here as well, it looks like. Murney. The three of us were amazed at the sight of the landscape that had appeared on the other side of the tunnel. I think this game nails something every game should aspire to, which is looking like an album cover. Yeah. I had a project. I don't really do anything with it. I guess it's not officially dead. I had a music project called Tinnitus Pin. And just based off of that name, you could probably guess what it sounded like. It was very intentionally trying to create just extremely painful noise music. Like, do not play it type shit. Like, instantly clear out the room except for old people who cannot hear it. And the album covers are very similar to what we see here, I want to say. Where's the thing that, like, flattens? I need the thing that flattens. Where is it? I can't, like, find... Oh. The other secret thing is here, so I'll grab this first. Maybe if I zoom in far enough on that thing, it'll give it to me. I'll show the album covers. I'm not playing it on stream though. Like, it is bad. Like, it is very intentionally not good. Once I grab this, there we go. Oh, now there's a... Oh, whoa. What the heck? Oh, it gave me an alternate view. Interesting. Well, that'll make some things easier, I think. I kind of like this view. Yeah, let me get a tab up and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, I forgot it was all on its own, like, Bandcamp, separate from mine, because I didn't want people hearing it and thinking that's what my music sounded like. Let's see. So yeah, looks like this. There's a filter in Gimmick that you can grab that, like, you can take any image and it will just render this kind of, like, blocky thing out of it. And so all the Tinnitus Pin things, once I, like, reorganized all the Tinnitus Pin stuff, turned into this. So all the really bad noisy stuff is actually in Tinnitus Pin Yesterday. This is like all the old stuff that's painful to listen to. And then these three things are like, and I do not want to be misconstrued here, they're generative music, but it's not like AI. Like, it's not Gen AI. it's much earlier technology that doesn't kill the environment. It is like generative in the classical sense. And that stuff's not very good either, but at least it's not painful to listen to. Oh, whoops. Let's get that out of here. Yeah, it's just like proc gen. I was kind of playing around with like, can I take proc gen music and then edit it to be good or interesting? And the answer was not really, but it was a fun experiment, I guess. Someone way more talented than me would be able to do it, for sure. It already kind of sounds vaporwave. Caramel. Right, we're going through the old ones first. Blackberry. No secrets in Blackberry. And then we started with mint, right? Spinach. Curacao. Alright, Curacao has 2. Interesting. This is such a different vibe. Like, it feels so different. It feels wrong to have the overhead view on. It'll be helpful for these though. Have it centered. And that's another palette. They're giving us so much to do. One secret left. God, I can't get Jamie Page's Bird Brain stuck out of my head. I've been listening to it like 3 or 4 times a day. It's just in there. It's lodged in there forever. Look in the hole. Alright. What have we got? Pencil. Fawcett looks like he knows what he's doing, but Jack seems a bit worried. I hope we don't get lost. Horrible news, kid. What? There we go. No. There we, yep, no, yep. Got it. Winchester. I feel like we're going in circles, yet I do not recognize any of the places we're crossing. I'll trust Father. That's interesting, because I'm also thinking, like, there are a lot of really interesting, you know, landmarks that we're uncovering here that we don't get to see unless we're on a correct wavelength of some kind. So, like, they're probably passing by stuff over and over and over that they just don't get to see because their tools or something, their bodies aren't, like, calibrated to see it. Like, all of this stuff is probably here all of the time. It's just that you can't see it unless you've attuned yourself or instruments. Which is why they're going in circles and getting lost and being like, no matter how many times I go through, I see something different. What's this do? What? Whoa, what is that? Oh, I get to see the cloud coverage? The fog? Or is that... Yeah, no, that's cloud coverage. It's cool, and I'm glad it's here, and I'm going to turn it off because I feel like it will just get in my way. Let's look through the old ones. Blood. Blood has 2 secrets in it. I'm always saying this. Oh. Rope. We should keep this expedition short and only take time to scout the surroundings before we return with additional people. Well, too bad, because the guy you went with wants to literally do it alone. And he's gonna ruin everything. Okay. Francisco. The machine is complete. I don't fully understand it. There are parts that I don't even remember I've built. This machine that I'm, like, controlling right now, this woo woo woo, like, all of it, like, all this stuff. You built the thing and you don't know what it does? I don't even remember I've built. Thank you very much for the follow, Altered Intellect. Kinda... There we go. This is the most, like, fiddly little part. Right here. They'd want it, like, perfect. And I guess in a way that makes sense. Because it's like, if they're going in circles over and over and over and only seeing stuff occasionally in places they swear they've been before, then it would be like, oh, we happened upon the exact frequency. Oh, there it is. There we go. Oh. Bridge? A dam, maybe? Alright, blood has one more secret in it. Oop. There it is. There are no secrets in blood. Never mind. They're all gone. Yerks? Yerkies? Yerks. I thought I had seen a shadow in the distance. I followed it for hours before it disappeared. I'm completely lost. Blood always has secrets? This is true. They're always spilling them. What the fuck is this? What have I stumbled into here? Observatory? Alright, what's this one do? Shadows? This one turns shadows on. We'll look at Maypop in a minute. Banana. I don't know what a Maypop is. I assume that's a flower. Banana has one secret. I think I like it a little more with the shadows off. I'm spurning all my new gifts. The game is giving me new gifts of like perspective and shadow and cloud, and I'm telling it I don't want any of it. Astrolabe. I couldn't find the path to where we came from. I suspect it has moved with the mountains. I'm lost and running out of water. Aeon? I've realized, only too late, that the machine does not just observe the world, but that it also seems to transform it. Yeah, your dad kind of like sent you on a fucked up, wild and wacky adventure. Come on, I'm so close. There it is. Alright. Okay, so this is all out of secrets, and then I think I finished up Nougat, didn't I? Yeah, because that's this one. And then I went down all the others, yeah? They spelled absinthe a little strangely. And then we definitely went through all of the others. So let's start from the top. Caramel. I can easily imagine it being the work of a divine sculptor, working with stone and air at a gargantuan scale. We've got 2 secrets here in Caramel. Oh, there's one of them. Watch. We've been out here for too long. We will soon be all out of food and water, and there are no consumable resources around these places. You're in a... No consumable resources in the jungle? None of them? Anywhere? I'm not saying I could survive in a jungle, but like, you guys are literally explorers. Y'all have got an ad break here in a minute. Give them the middle finger for me when they show up. Boo, we hate ads. Thumbs down. Like, literally, if I could give you guys no ads, I would do it. But I think the balance that I have now seems to be the one that makes it the least painful. Because running one every once in a while turns off the pre-stream ads. And that makes it so people can just hop in right away. Sometimes. That's another color palette, which we will now move to the next Maypop. We've finally decided to set up camp, as our watches were indicating that it was night. Turns off the pre-stream ads. So the definition of pre-stream ad, is it called pre-stream? I'm talking about pre-roll. Sorry, pre-roll, not pre-stream. A pre-roll ad is when you hop into the stream and it immediately confronts you with an ad, so that you can watch instead of like hopping in right away. So currently I'm set so that when I play one every once in a while, there's like a period of time. So like pre-rolls, for example, are off for 20 minutes now. So if anyone hops in the next 20 minutes, they won't see an ad. But, you know, if they show up in 25 minutes, they'll get one. And there's no way to like really nicely adjust for that, because when you adjust your ad break frequency, the timer for the pre-rolls changes to fuck you over, basically. So unfortunately, yeah, you'll still get some pre-stream ads or pre-rolls. 'tis what it is. Also, this color has no secrets, but I do want to look up what a maypop is so that I do not remain in ignorance. Passiflora incarnata. Commonly known as maypop, purple passion flower, true passion flower, wild apricot, and wild passion vine, a fast-growing perennial vine with climbing or trailing stems. Southern United States wildflower, in cultivation for its edible fruit and striking bluish-purple blooms. My streams are educational. We can get off of the maypop now, though. Sangria. That's a drink. And it looks like that. Yep, pretty much. I decided to wander around our camp to see in which direction we should be going next. And notice something strange. Alright, we've got 2 secrets here. Ooh. There it is. Becoming better at not losing these. It's a color palette. So we'll get to that in a bit. One more secret. It's been a while since I've had a Sangria Señoral. That's like one of my favorite sodas. I believe it's a Mexican soda. I once got someone tried to card me for carrying it. Or like carrying it to the like self-checkout. Had to like point them to the bottle and be like, it's a, you know, it's a soda. It does have like a very strong kind of like wine aftertaste. And I kind of like that about it. Alright. So in Sangria, we got more colors. Gentiana. Gentiana? Another thing to look up. How exciting. It is a very blue flower. Okay. Trumpet-shaped flower petals. Oh, it's those. Okay. Yep. That's the color I saw. One secret. I like this palette a lot. A very strong, like, contrast. I mean, in fairness, my local Kroger has a setup thing where you can get, like, bottles of alcohol that are kind of, like, smaller. They look around the size of the Sangria. And, you're supposed to get, like, 6 of them and put them in a thing, and then it's, like, there's one price. So you get to mix and match like 6 different drinks, and then, you know, but you can't buy them individually. And I guess the person thought that I had just tried to take like one. Let's see. Jericho. I've only made things worse. I'm gonna leave this uncontrollable machine behind me. And then I found it. I don't know, it's pretty controllable to me. I've been having a blast. Skill issue. Mystery dungeon. Seems pretty simple to me. Gotcha. Oh, hey, that's all of them. So what's this do? What even is that? It's like what we put on the oil filter. All these at the same time. I mean, that looks pretty alright. It was pretty cool. What's the center one, though? Let's turn all these off first. Are these trying to, like... Is this anything? I don't understand what that is, I guess. Oh! Jack Fawcett. I've lived in the shadow of greater men throughout my life. A life dedicated to following the dreams of others. Walking in the footsteps of my father, I tended to approach his genius, but never truly reached it. I had to prove myself to go up in the esteem of my elders. I wasn't the great explorer who discovered a new world, but the tools I've built offered me a hold over space, time, and all matter, allowing me to ascend as a god. Alright, calm down, man. Realizing that there was no one left to impress, I abandoned the terrifying machine, and myself with it. He went here. Okay. That's Jack. Percival Harrison Fawcett. I was in quest for a place of wonders, which I knew was waiting for me somewhere. I wanted to become a greater man among my peers, who never stopped mocking my dream. I had to go beyond the known world in order to discover it. It took me to leave my previous life behind me, but I was finally able to lay my eyes on the object of my obsessions. I was too foolish and illuminated to realize I was only searching for myself. I don't know, man. Should have gone into art instead of whatever this was. Rayleigh Rimmel. Extravagant people have always worried me. Poets, dreamers, and drinkers should keep their thoughts outside the regular world, but the lands beyond were their place of choice. I witnessed how the obsessions of my peers made them lose their senses, lead them to madness. They were no more than passionate animals. I was the only source of reason. In the end, I really was the most obsessed, struggling to keep composure in front of a singular world, fighting to conserve a sane humanity in a place where no human or sanity belonged. They built the Torment Nexus. They built the Torment Nexus and took it to a jungle and got tormented until they got trapped in the Nexus. We still haven't seen Jam. No secrets. I wasn't really expecting any. Radish. Take a little look around. It would really suck if this game had like a proper closure end screen and I was just missing it. Looks like it. Looks like I haven't hit it yet. Wanna absinthe. So this is gonna be green. No, it's blue. Interesting. It's like cyan. The new drawings don't match my predictions. Some of my previous maps are missing. I know that Rimmel's behind it. I don't think I read Radish and Jam. Mapping these lands will take me a very long time. I've never drawn shifting topographies before. A mountain in the distance was about 10 miles further west, and the lake at the base had completely disappeared. Interesting. Where'd the guy go? There he is. Percival Harrison Fawcett. I was in quest for a place of wonders, which I knew was waiting for me somewhere. Oh, I read this. Boring, seen it. How about this? Read that. Why is this one... This one has a white dot over it. This one has a... orange. Yeah, they look like Skyrim map markers. Any of these we haven't seen yet? I mean, maybe they're just blue and orange and white because they're different people. We've read those three. This is the same ones. Maybe that's game. Maybe that's it. Because I mean, we've pretty much figured out what's happened. Yeah, I think with that I'm gonna call it on Moo Cartographer. Took a while to get into the groove of it, but once I kind of started to understand what what all the tools meant, I appreciated it. It's very interesting, very visually, like, ooh, shiny, you know, turning on all these tools and stuff. And I liked the experience of trying to learn what everything did, kind of being thrown to nothing. I do wish I knew, like, I remember at the start, like, I had put this up here on accident and I didn't know how to get rid of it. I think, you know, there's only, you know, minimalism can come with kind of a cost. But this was very, very interesting. Oh shit, is it moving? It's like moving. Should we like watch these? Should we like keep an eye on this? Wait, is this telling me that they, like... Hold on. When did they split up? You almost, like, want to keep an eye on these guys. Which one is this? This is our main explorer. How long is it keeping his trail, though? Because the trail's definitely disappearing behind him. I wonder if he actually ends up somewhere now that his little marker's been turned on, or if it just, like, if he's just schmooving on his own. Like, look at this guy. This guy's just doing whatever. I don't know if they're pathing to somewhere. I was thinking maybe, like, oh, maybe the end of the game is them, like, going somewhere, and when they all reach their location, there'll be a thing. But I think they're just, like, ants. I think they're just doing whatever. Bunch of dipshits. Yeah, I mean, we told you, bro, don't start the torment nexus. Don't build it. Yeah, I'm also inclined to think they're just wandering. This has been very, very cool. I just hope there's no definitive ending to it that I'm missing. The final notes that I got feel pretty, like, you know, conclusive. I mean, the game's generally pretty good about highlighting things that are new and that you should check out, and I think we're all out of that. So yeah, I think that's it for Mood Cartographer. I am going to take like a 5-minute break, and then we will continue Earthbound. So if you want to watch some Earthbound, stick around. Otherwise, I hope to see y'all another time.